Hey there YouTube, Creeper Rank here, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile on a deck that I kind of like to call Super Budget Nekroz, and that's mainly because I don't run Bryonic, I don't run Trishula, and I do not run Valkyrus and Gungnir, because those are expensive. So, let me just jump right into the deck profile. You're wondering how this works at all, but I'll get right into that. So I run 3 Nekroz of Decisive Armor. He's like your main monster of the deck in this build. He's your boss monster. You summon him out, and then you use your other cards that I'll show you in a little bit to like poke for game a lot, or use him to pump up other monsters like Nekroz of Unicorn. He's another one of your main ones you go for when you're searching out in your deck for your Nekroz monsters or something like that. You get him, and then you add, or you just, when he's summoned, you use an effect to stop your opponent from using their extra deck monsters, which can really hurt this deck a lot. But, it's not really a meta deck or anything, it's just there that I can play it with my friends and for fun, so I think it's a quirky deck, so it's fun to play a lot. Next, 2 Nekroz of Colossalus. I only run 2 because I only have 2. And I feel like you only need 2. You can run 3 because you can run through them pretty quickly. But then again, you run through a couple of the other cards a little quickly too, but it still runs quite well. But yeah, I run Nekroz of Colossalus at 2. And then the next card, you're probably going to wonder why am I running it. Because I really wanted to run Ritual Monsters. So I put Saphira in here as like a 2500 beat stick with multiple effects that can work with the deck. I mainly use her for draw power when I summon her out, and then she's just 2500 beat stick for the rest of the game, which can be good. And then I run, the regular Shuret. I run 3 of it because this is a budget build, again, because you want to have as many of the, materials that you're going to need to get to your Nekroz monsters. So I run 3 of him instead of the 2 I think people play normally. I've only played against Nekroz, I think, only once at my local, so. 3 Monju, the basic card, you actually have to run 3 of him in, like, any ritual deck, pretty much, if you're going to run him. And then the next one I run is 2 Construction Train Signal Red. I don't have Senju, but this card, it's like a battle fader, really, pretty much, but instead of stopping the entire battle phase, it just stops that one. So it can be really useful, so you can survive, like, another turn. And I've actually won, like, a couple games against my friends with this. Like, he was using Evil Swarms, and he went to attack me with his Ophion that he had on the field, and I just signaled him. And then I went off from there and got off Decisive Armor somehow, I don't remember, and just wrecked his life points. This deck is really fun to play, even if it isn't meta at all, so I really, really like it. I'm not going to recommend it to people, but if you really want to go ahead and build it, I would say all the power to you. DD Warrior Lady, because you want to be able to get rid of your opponent's monsters in this deck. Anyway, you pretty much can, so you can clear their field. So if you can, hurt, say, Burning Abyss with this, go for it, because if you can get across through that matchup, go for it, because it can get rid of their monsters and pretty much hurt their deck quite a bit. So, Battle Fader, run 1. You can run 2 of it, actually, if you really want to, but I only run 1 of it, because I feel the need that I only need 1, because I have the Construction Train Signals. Winged Karibo, because I felt like putting Winged Karibo in a deck, and this actually works so I can survive longer. And then, Jin Releaser of Rituals for the, Jin lock, if you can actually get it off in this deck, which you can, but you don't do it too often. So that's the only reason. So that's it for the monster lineup. I don't know the amount of monsters in this deck. You can count them out. Just watch it. For the spells, 3 Nekroz Kaleidoscope. I run 3 of this because I don't have 2 mirror. I only have 1 mirror. I have 1 mirror, 3 Kaleidoscope, and none of the recycle. So I'm probably going to pick up another Nekroz mirror, take out a Kaleidoscope, and then run 2 of this, 2 of the Kaleidoscope, and then probably 2 Nekroz Cycle if I can get my hands on that at my locals. 3 Preparation of Rites. For some reason, I never draw into this card ever. I never get it during games. And if I do, I only draw into 1, which is super annoying. But you have to run 3 of it to even come close to getting any of your ritual monsters and getting off plays. So running 3 is better than running none. And then I run 3 MST to get rid of vanities, which can screw you up, and or back row that can really screw you up in this deck. But, you know, 3 MST, get rid of their back row, so you're kind of pretty much set for that. And then Decisive Armor's effect is that while he's on the field, he destroys set back row. So 2 Rhoda, so you can search out for your Shuret and your Colossalus. So you can search out for either with Colossalus, you can discard him from the hand. And then you can search out for one of your ritual spells for the Nekroz monsters, or you can just forget what his effect is while he's on the field. Oh, he drops a monster down to 0, but I don't usually summon him onto the field unless I feel like I can go for game. Or you can go for Shuret, so you can actually go for, you know, your ritual plays with your Decisive Armor. And then 2 Hymn of Light for Saphira. I would run 3 of it with 3 Saphira, but I don't have 3. I think I'm going to pick up another one, because she comes in handy when you need draw power, and you do get her off quite often, so, yeah. My Magic Dark Hole and my Spell Dark Hole, yeah, they're really old, so it's the only reason I actually can live with them being common. I like Dark Hole higher rarities, though. And then the 1 Salvage, I would run 2, but one of them's in my wind-up deck, as you guys saw. So I can't, like, separate it, because it will just ruin that deck, because you need to run your wind-up Shark. But back to this deck profile. And for the last spell card, Twister, which everyone's killing people over, because, you know, Clifford and back row and vanities and complete another chaos in this format. But yeah, someone was asking me for this one, and I didn't know I had one, and that because I hadn't read it before, because as I didn't know before, it was just, like, starting to get into the meta, really, for people to play it so they can get around cards like vanities and stuff like that. I didn't know I had one, and I felt really, like, douchey because I told them I didn't have one, and then when I came home the same day from the locals, I looked in my box of cards, and I saw this in there when I was going through my spells, and I felt really bad that I told them I didn't have one when I did. But I probably wouldn't have traded it if I had read it. And the extra deck, which is, like, super duper crappy, just to, like, get off the Kaleidoscope plays. You know, your Super Dreadnought, Rockhead, Gustav, and Max. I'm probably going to run 3 of this if I really feel like it, or 2. Probably just 2, because this card, like, get Decisive Armor, attack for damage, like, a lot of damage. I've, you know, gotten, I think 2 of them on the field at the same time. Attack for a lot of damage. And then I just got him out and push for a game with his effect. So he can, you know, steal games. Again, for stealing games, Ragnar 0, because I didn't know what else to put in there. Levier to get your banished monsters back. I don't even know if you go for rank 3s. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. And then 3 Phonon, Pulse Dragon for your, what's it called? Your Unicorn plays, and then just level 3 Flame Ghost, because I didn't have any other level 3, extra deck monsters. So, that's the super budget build for Nekroz that I play sometimes. It's fun to play, but, you know, it's not that consistent or anything. It's just a quirky deck that you can run through with your friends if you feel like editing it to the point where you can actually feel comfortable going to locals with it. That's good for you, and totally leave your build in, like, the comments below or something like that, or tell me what your build is, or something like that. Leave a link to a video that you made, because I would really enjoy seeing you guys showing me your builds for this. Because I haven't really seen any other budget builds for Nekroz. They all have, like, Gungnir and Valkyrie still in it, which actually doesn't make it budget, because they're both, like, $25 a piece. And then they're running Lavolval Chain and 101 in it. But those are coming out in Premium Gold Return of the Bling. So I'm picking that up as well. So I think I might be doing a box opening for when I get that, because I pre-ordered it with a friend. So we're going to open that up. And I also got the Shadow Spectres. I think I got a first edition booster box. I know it's not the newest box or anything like the Secret Forces, but I got that because I'm trying to build a Ghost Trick deck, and I kind of want to get, what's it called, Alucard, and the two more Ghost Trick Marys, and I need Lantern. That's what I need, some more Lanterns. So I'm going to do openings for those, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and as always, hope you enjoy.